Tonight on NewsCenter, ADUC holds an open house and has its annual holiday carnival. KCTM performs its end-of-the-year concert. We take a look into the life of a Convergent Media major, and guest speaker Dr. Saxon visits MSU's campus. All this and more tonight on NewsCenter.
Good evening. Welcome to NewsCenter. I'm Olivia Leet.
And I'm Kyle King.
Thanks for tuning in to the news that's tuned into you. Here's what's making headlines for November 29th, 2018. Morehead State University hosted ADUC Open House on Tuesday, November 27th.
The open house that's going on tonight is just a good way for us to get our name out there and get new students to come in here and show off what we've invested in with the new ADUC. And so how we have all these nice new things that we can market for new students to come here. Some of the events going on today is the little Christmas bash we got going on. So all kinds of kids get to come in, do all kinds of Christmas activities, take pictures with Santa, get to listen to some Christmas carols, and just have the community come in as a whole and support MSU. Yes, we should do this every year. It's very important for the community to come by and show their support for MSU and how great of a university we are.
Well, I don't know much about it, but my stepdaughter is performing in the choir in the music festival part. I think it's got a lot of good potential. It's got a lot of stuff going on, and they have a lot of different activities for kids, and I like the little page they got for the stamps. I think that's a good idea. Right.
Well, it's always great to enjoy the holidays at Morehead State University, and you can see our youngest son, Mason, here is enjoying them as well with all types of cookie on him. It's great to see people from the community here. It's great to see faculty and staff, and really good to see kids here. It's a wonderful event. I'm not really for sure how long it's been in existence, but this is our second year at Morehead State. We really enjoy it. It's the first year that we've hosted it during our time here at ADUC, and I think it's a great venue. We've got people upstairs is full, downstairs is full. A lot of kids here.
For NewsCenter, I'm Lainey Blevins.
Bath County resident Lucas Vanderpool died in a single vehicle accident on Sunday after allegedly shooting a Rowan County resident and robbing multiple convenience stores. Kentucky State Police say that at approximately 5:45 p.m., officers received a call from St. Clair Healthcare that Coy Adkins of Morehead arrived at the hospital with a gunshot wound. KSP, Kentucky Fish and Wildlife, and the Rowan County Office Sheriff's Department responded to the scene of the suspected shooting. Vanderpool allegedly shot Adkins and fled the scene. Police began pursuit of Vanderpool after additional reports of an armed robbery in Winchester. At 8:21 p.m., Vanderpool's vehicle was observed on the side of Thatcher's Mill Road after it failed to negotiate a curb and struck a tree. Bourbon County coroner's officers have pronounced Vanderpool dead at the scene.
Morehead Fire Department is now accepting applications. Fire Chief Jeff Anderson hopes to get about 10 recruits to join the winter recruit class that is expected to begin sometime in February 2019. The recruits meet twice a week along with multiple Saturdays to get the 150 hours of training required by the state to become a certified volunteer. Applicants must also pass an agility exam to make sure recruits can do the basic moves such as carrying ladders. There is no expense to join the program as instructors, books, and personal protective equipment are all furnished by the department. Lieutenant Jared Moore said the decision to join was one of the best he's made. Moore also stated the Morehead Fire Department recruit class not only prepares you for every type of emergency situation we encounter daily, but also prepares you to be an outstanding citizen of this great city.
KCTM filled the conference center with their semester-end Sound of Our Heritage concert. Every ensemble performed, and seniors performed pieces they'd worked on and written during their time here at Morehead State. Graduating seniors David Austin Tackett and Caroline Copley met with NewsCenter to discuss their passion.
Tonight's concert is called the Sounds of Our Heritage Concert, and it counts as all of the majors and minors and anybody enrolled in an ensemble here. It counts as our final. But really it's more than that. It's an opportunity to be with the community and perform music for them and practice what we're going to school for, which is music performance and playing this kind of music, Appalachian music, Kentucky music, bluegrass, country, all that stuff. I primarily play guitar, and that's what I'll be playing tonight. This is our second concert of the semester, so we kind of work on 3 songs for the first one, 3 songs for the second one. My favorite thing about it is probably just the fact that I've become good friends with everyone who comes here. And so you build a fan base, you know, through the center and stuff, but they're my friends too. So I have them on Facebook and all that stuff. We talk to each other, and I've met some really good friends to play music with as well, you know, because musicians like to come to these kind of things. So it's just really good to be a part of something like this, and it's kind of bittersweet for it to end.
I will be playing with the Ambassador Band, and I'll be singing a song by Rhonda Vincent. It's called Kentucky Borderline. And then for my senior performance, I'll be playing a song that I wrote called Big Old Sun. I think that if you are a person that is looking for a good music program and you want a program that will nurture your creative side and not just teach you like, this is how you play this song, teach you how to make it your own and to, you know, own it. I've loved my time here. It's been really, really wonderful, and I've made a lot of great memories, but it's time to do something different.
Now it's time for a weather preview with Josh.
Guys, the next couple of days, we're going to be heating up a little bit, getting into some warmer temperatures. It's going to be mainly around the 50s. But then after that, it's going to be cold. Cold again. Cold again. Get the jackets out.
Get the cold weather sometime, though.
I know. Tomorrow and the next day, we're looking at some rain as well. But it's just nasty Kentucky weather.
Nasty weather, yep. Always raining here, I feel like.
Oh, it's always unpleasant almost.
All right, well, thank you, Josh. When we get back, we're going to have an interview with Henry Guerrero.
Want to lose weight but don't know where to start? The first step is simple. Get active. Take a stroll from your dorm down to the Fuzzy Duck for about a 1 mile round trip. You can take it a step further and start cooking some healthy food, but walk to IGA instead of driving to Kroger. That's about 1.5 miles. And when you want to reward yourself for making progress, a trip to the movies is a 3-mile round trip. Once walking gets too easy, you can always start jogging. Happy exercising!
We don't care where you are from. We support you. We need you. We love you. In Morehead State University, we major in diversity.
We need you. We love you.
Welcome back. I'm here with Henry Guerrero, an international student from Costa Rica. All right, Henry, so thank you for being on the show. Just had a few questions for you.
Okay.
What inspired you to come to Morehead to study?
It's because in my 3rd or 4th year, when I studied in Costa Rica, I started to have an idea to do a new experience, to travel to other country. And one of the reasons is because I wanted to improve my English and practice my English.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you think here has been a really good experience to actually practice your English?
Yeah, it's a good opportunity to improve my English. Today my English is better than the last days.
Well, good to hear. So what is your major?
My major, okay, in Costa Rica, my major is agronomy engineering, but it's like agriculture science. It's like you need to learn about plants and animals to produce food for the people.
Awesome. So what any future goals as far as your job goal?
Yeah, you need to work with you can work with the farmers, and you need to learn how to produce, how to break up the plants to produce food.
Okay, and you think coming here, learning different language, that's really helped out a lot with that?
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. So far being in the United States in general, what's been your favorite experience?
My favorite experience is maybe 2 months ago, I went to the Cumberland. There were international students conference, and it was my favorite experience because in one place I can find many international students and meet people from Asia, Africa, North America, South America. I love different international students, and one advantage to speaking English is that in one language you can communicate with these people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Henry. It's been great having you here. All right, and then when we get back, we're going to have your weather update.
Are you interested in becoming a service dog sitter or handler? 4 Paws for Ability at MSU allows members to get involved with the Service Dog Association. During your membership, you could help future service dogs get used to a public setting and get accustomed to staying on the clock in a home environment. For more information, follow MSU 4 Paws or email msusda@outlook.com.
Hello, I'm Josh Bryant, and this is your weather update. All right, looks like right now we're looking at about 44 degrees. It's cloudy, 81% humidity, winds around 2 miles per hour. All right, and then for the temperature map, looks like right now over at Louisville, they're looking at 45, Bowling Green, 45, Paducah, 55, and then Moorhead, we're looking at 44, Ashland 40, Lexington 45, and London sitting pretty down at 40. All right, for tonight's forecast, it's going to be partly cloudy. We're looking at a low of 40. Sunset's going to be around 5:13. And then for tomorrow's forecast, it's going to be rainy, lots of rain, high of 57, and sunrise is going to be at 7:29 a.m. Looking at our 7-day forecast, as you can see up through here and from Friday over to Sunday, we're sitting around the 50s, upper 60s, and then Monday in through the rest of the week, it's going to get a lot colder. So let's break it down. Friday, we're looking at 57 with a 70% chance of rain. Saturday, we're looking at 58 with rain and thunderstorms. 100% chance it's going to happen. Get the jackets out. Sunday, we're looking at 64, sunny, 10% chance of showers. Monday, we're looking at 45. Tuesday, 39 with late snow showers. Wednesday, we're looking at 34, and Thursday, 38. Now let's head over to Braxton with the sports.
Morehead State women's basketball suffered a tough loss to the number 25 ranked Kentucky Wildcats Wednesday afternoon. The Wildcats built a large lead from the start of the game, forcing the Eagles to have to fight from behind the entire 40 minutes. The Eagles were outscored every quarter except the fourth, when they outscored the Wildcats 22-13. The Eagles were led by junior guard Aaliyah June with 15 points and senior Miranda Crockett, who contributed 13 points, continuing her streak of double-digit scoring to 8 games. Tiara McGowan returned to play from an ankle injury and led the Eagles in rebounding by grabbing 10 off the boards. The Eagles returned to action Sunday at home at 2:05 p.m. against Evansville. Morehead State football had 8 student athletes on the 2018 All-Pioneer League teams. Jaron Higginbottom was named to the second team, while Jameel Butler, Ian Holder, Andrew Foster, Chris Jones, Saeed Canoe, Josh Poe, and Ben Price were all on the honorable mention list. Higginbottom wrapped up his career by leading the team with 39 catches for 667 yards. He finished his career with a total of 115 receptions, ranking him third in program history in yards with 2,107. Foster also ranked among the PFL's most efficient punters, averaging 41.9 yards per boot. This past Sunday, longtime Chargers quarterback Phillip Rivers delivered possibly the finest outing by a quarterback in NFL history. In a 45-10 victory over the Arizona Cardinals, Rivers completed 28 of 29 passes for 250 yards and 3 touchdowns with a passer rating of 138.4. On his way to 28 completions, Rivers set a new NFL single-game record by throwing 25 straight passes without an incompletion. To top off his historic performance, he also became the 4th quarterback in NFL history to throw multiple touchdown passes in each of the first 11 games of an NFL season. Morehead State men's basketball took a hard loss against Lipscomb at home Sunday afternoon. After trading baskets in the opening of the game, the Bison went on a huge run, taking the lead for the remainder of the game. Senior forward Lamontre Harris scored his 4th double-double of the season with 15 points and 11 rebounds. Senior guard A.J. Hicks also contributed to double figures with 13 points for the Eagles.
Morehead State men's basketball took a hard loss against Lipscomb Sunday after returning from Thanksgiving break. Lipscomb went on a huge run midway through the first half, and the Eagles had a hard time trying to close that gap of separation. The Eagles fell to the Bison 87-55. Both teams traded baskets in the start of the game before the Bison went on a 20-4 run from the 12:55 mark to the 7:07 mark in the first half. The Eagles trailed 48-26 going into halftime. Lipscomb shot 9 for 16 from the three-point line in the first half. Senior forward Lamontre Harris recorded his 4th double-double this season and 12th of his career. He finished the game with 15 points and 11 rebounds, shooting 6 for 13 from the field. Also in double figures, senior guard A.J. Hicks contributed 13 points. The Eagles return to Johnson Arena tomorrow at 11:05.
We'll be right back with more news after the break.
Donald Trump's ex-campaign chairman, Paul Manafort, is facing new allegations in the Trump-Russia investigation. A British news site, The Guardian, alleged that Manafort had contact with WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange. On Monday, prosecutors reassured Manafort on belief that he may be misleading them to receive a lighter sentence. Manafort denied the allegations of communication between Assange and himself. Manafort's lawyers have been briefing Trump's attorneys on what Manafort has told investigators.
Caroline Robbins Collegiate Dr. Arlene Saxonhouse visited Morehead State University to speak about ancient Greek and early modern political thought.
This event is sponsored by the Cicero Society at Morehead State University. And this event is Dr. Arlene Saxonhouse providing a lecture on communities of women in Aristophanes. The Cicero Society has as its mission to promote intellectual diversity at MSU's campus. And so we try to find great books and bring people together to read and think about them. This semester's great book was Aristophanes' Assembly of Women. And we had identified Dr. Saxonhouse as an expert authority in Greek political thought, and particularly on Aristophanes, and we thought she'd be an excellent person to bring to campus to help teach us about Aristophanes and the Greek political theory.
Why was this important? I think it's important to communicate about the value of considering these ancient texts and what they can say to us in the contemporary world. And I enjoy visiting other campuses where I can enlighten others about these works that mean a lot to me and that I've been spending my life studying. Travel a lot and do this a lot. So obviously I enjoy it and I feel satisfied and fulfilled by it.
NewsCenter's producer Kyle King shares what it's like to work for MSU TV. Many Morehead State students take on tasks of being student workers on campus, and Kyle King is one of them. King is the producer for MSU TV show NewsCenter.
Being a producer, it does help out a lot on the right career path and graduation when it comes to CVM specifically and communications. It helps a lot to actually have a lot of hands-on experience, not only with live broadcast, but also working and kind of guiding an entire crew to create a live show and a team of reporters to actually make the news.
There are some struggles that King faces while doing this job.
So balancing NewsCenter and school work, it does come with its challenges with a lot of the time demand that NewsCenter takes. It does cut back a little bit on other school work, but for the experience, it's well worth it.
Even though there can be issues, the pros greatly outweigh them, King says.
The best thing about the job is the experience. It's really good to get the hands-on work and the hands-on experience that we are getting, and it's a very helpful experience when it comes to future career paths. Working with news, this is run exactly like any other news broadcast you'd see on live or local TV, so it's really good to be able to still be a student and still learn.
For NewsCenter, I'm Olivia Leet.
In the weeks during and following the California wildfires, President Donald Trump spoke on climate change. The president first took aim at California's forest management, saying there is no reason for these massive, deadly forest fires in California except that forest management is so poor. Remedy now or no more Fed payments. On Friday 13th, federal agencies working in tandem released the fourth National Climate Assessment, which holds the conclusions of 300 scientists. When asked by reporters on Tuesday about his thoughts on the report, President Trump said, "I've seen it, I've read it, and it's fine."
The creator of the popular animated character SpongeBob SquarePants, Steven Hillenburg, passed away Monday at the age of 57. Hillenburg's cause of death was amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, also known as ALS, which he was diagnosed with in March of last year. Nickelodeon says, Steve imbued SpongeBob SquarePants with a unique sense of humor and innocence that has brought joy to generations of kids and families everywhere.
Final exams start next week here at Morehead State University. Exams begin on Monday, December 3rd and run until December 7th. Consignment and graduation will follow on Saturday, December 8th at 10:30 a.m.
The 28th Annual Community Christmas Dinner will be held on Thursday, December 6th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Carl Perkins Center. It's anticipated to draw more than 1,000 guests for food and fellowship in celebration of the holiday season. On the menu this year is turkey, ham, green beans, mashed potatoes, gravy, and rolls.
The Claypool Young Arts Gallery is holding the 9th Annual Craft Bazaar. It began today and runs through tomorrow. The event continues Friday morning at 9 a.m. and will end at 5 p.m. The Craft Bazaar supports local and emerging artists at Morehead State. There will be an MSU student and art craft sale including ceramics, jewelry, framed art, sculpture, knitwear, magnets, and many more. For more information on this event, you can contact Gallery Director Jennifer A. Rise at 606-783-5446.
Dr. William J. Moorhead is having its 36th Annual Free Dental Day, Saturday, December 1st. Flemingburg Dental Care will devote the entire day to providing free dental service such as cleanings, x-rays, and fillings to individuals in need. Moorhead says there are always people in our community whose needs will exceed their resources. Our annual free treatment day is our way of giving back to the community and being there for the people who need our services. Patients wishing to be seen are asked to call for a brief screening appointment as soon as possible. Patients are also asked to provide proof of need to schedule an appointment. For more information, call Flemingburg Dental Care at 606-845-2273.
Morehead resident Mackenzie Thomas makes her way to the top 10 of NBC's The Voice. Thomas has performed in 3 live shows since her audition aired back in October. The young singer is also #1 on Apple Music's R&B and Soul after a performance of the song Emotion last Monday.
Holiday spirit gleamed bright on MSU when ADUC held their open house and holiday carnival. Families, students, and community members in Morehead gathered at ADUC for their open house and holiday carnival on Tuesday. Organizations on campus set up booths for children and families to interact with and embrace the holiday spirit. Children were allowed to take pictures with holiday characters such as the Grinch and Cindy Lou. There was also a station set up where children could decorate cookies and get hot chocolate and lemon water. Rodburn Elementary students and the Black Gospel Ensemble sang Christmas carols for the event. The night ended with President Morgan's wife reading "'Twas the Night Before Christmas."
The stockings are hung by the chimney with care, and Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
And the annual lighting of the Christmas tree. For NewsCenter, I'm Erica Johnson.
After you this week.
Thank you for tuning in to NewsCenter.
From all of us here at NewsCenter, we'd like to thank you for watching. We won't air during finals or over the winter break.
Happy holidays!